But the studio did not want me. They tried everything to really keep me from being in the film because they felt that I would never.
At 89, Robert Redford looks back on a career that shaped American cinema and a friendship that defined an era. For decades, he remained private about his bond with fellow screen legend Paul Newman, letting their shared films speak for them. Now, in the twilight of a life filled with art and advocacy, Redford reflects on their partnership with the quiet conviction that has always marked his work. His words carry the weight of a man who has witnessed the changing tides of Hollywood and helped steer them, an artist who still finds meaning in every frame of film and every friendship forged along the way. Charles Robert Redford, Jr. was born on August 18, 1936, in Santa Monica, California. His mother, Martha Hart, worked as a freelance illustrator and commercial artist, while his father, Charles Robert Redford, Sr., was a chemist and lab technician. From his mother, he absorbed a love of visual beauty and creative exploration. From his father, he inherited discipline and a steady pragmatism. Their influence gave young Robert both the freedom to dream and the grounding to make those dreams real. Growing up in Southern California in the 1930s and 1940s meant living close to the Pacific Ocean and within reach of Hollywood's shimmering promise. Redford explored beaches and neighborhoods alive with music, theater, and the sights of a budding entertainment industry. That landscape, sun-drenched yet brimming with artistic energy, planted early seeds of imagination that would eventually lead him to the stage and screen. Redford attended Van Nuys High School, where he first tasted the excitement of performance. He participated in school plays, experimented with drawing and writing, and found that storytelling gave him both escape and purpose. His curiosity extended far beyond acting. After graduation, he enrolled at the University of Colorado in Boulder with plans to study architecture, a field that combined structure and creativity in ways that appealed to him. Although he enjoyed the intellectual challenge of design, Redford gradually realized that the classroom could not contain his need for artistic expression. Sketches of buildings soon gave way to sketches of characters and scenes. The young student began to dream not of constructing spaces, but of inhabiting them as an actor. Determined to pursue this new calling, Redford left Colorado and moved to New York City, enrolling at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. The prestigious school offered rigorous training and an introduction to mentors who recognized his natural talent. There he learned the discipline of voice, movement, and character study, skills that would underpin every performance to come. The bustling theater world of Manhattan sharpened his instincts and broadened his understanding of how stories could move audiences. By the late 1950s, Redford was making appearances on television and taking small roles in film. Each part, no matter how brief, added to his experience and built the confidence of a professional actor. Then came the defining moment: Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in 1969. Cast opposite Paul Newman, Redford played the Sundance Kid with a blend of rugged charm and thoughtful wit that captured the public's imagination. Audiences were captivated by the chemistry between the two stars. Their partnership turned a Western outlaw tale into something iconic, a friendship on screen that mirrored a deep respect of it. Redford's performance didn't just win critical praise, it redefined the image of the American hero as rebellious yet introspective, daring yet quietly charismatic. The 1970s and early 1980s cemented Redford as one of Hollywood's most compelling leading men. In The Sting, 1973, he reunited with Newman to deliver a stylish caper that charmed audiences and critics alike, winning the Academy Award for Best Picture. 3 years later, he starred in All the President's Men, 1976, portraying journalist Bob Woodward in a gripping dramatization of the Watergate investigation. The film showcased Redford's ability to blend intensity with restraint, embodying a real-life figure who helped expose a national scandal. Redford's range continued to expand with Out of Africa, 1985, a sweeping romantic epic set against the backdrop of Kenya's breathtaking landscapes. Playing big game hunter Dennis Finch Hatton opposite Meryl Streep, he balanced masculine magnetism with an almost poetic sensitivity. Each role demonstrated not only his versatility, but also his instinct for stories that resonated with audiences far beyond their opening weekends. While thriving as an actor, Redford nurtured a vision for the future of film itself. In 1980, he founded the Sundance Institute, a nonprofit dedicated to supporting independent filmmakers. From this seed grew the Sundance Film Festival, now one of the world's premier showcases for new voices in cinema. Through Sundance, Redford championed creative freedom and gave countless emerging directors, writers, and actors a platform to challenge Hollywood's conventions. That same year, he stepped behind the camera to direct Ordinary People, a searing family drama that won the Academy Award for Best Picture and earned him the Oscar for Best Director. The film proved that Redford's talent extended beyond performing. He could shape powerful narratives and guide actors to unforgettable performances. His commitment to storytelling innovation changed the landscape of American cinema and inspired a generation of filmmakers to take risks and tell personal, unconventional stories. Even as he built Sundance into a global force, Redford continued to shine on screen. In The Natural, 1984, he portrayed Roy Hobbs, a baseball player whose almost mythic journey from obscurity to stardom captured the heart of sports fans and moviegoers alike. The role allowed Redford to project both charisma and emotional depth, embodying a character who was heroic yet human. Shortly after, he starred in Out of Africa, blending adventure and romance in a performance that remains one of his most beloved. These films showed that Redford could balance the demands of acting with his growing responsibilities. As a director and cultural advocate, Redford's passion for directing flourished. Through the late 1980s and early 1990s, he helmed The Milagro Beanfield War, 1988, a socially conscious story of community resistance and cultural identity, revealing his eye for narratives rooted in everyday struggle and triumph. In 1992, he directed A River Runs Through It, a lyrical family drama starring a young Brad Pitt. The film's meditative pace and breathtaking cinematography reflected Redford's appreciation for nature and his ability to draw profound emotion from quiet moments. 2 years later, he directed Quiz Show, 1994, revisiting the 1950s television scandals in a thoughtful exploration of media ethics and the erosion of public trust. Balancing historical accuracy with gripping drama, Redford once again demonstrated a keen understanding of American culture and its moral complexities. Through the late 1990s and well into the new millennium, Redford maintained a rare dual identity as both accomplished actor and respected director. Each new project carried his signature blend of elegance, social awareness, and narrative power. His founding of Sundance continues to influence global cinema, while his performances remain benchmarks of screen artistry. Today, as Robert Redford reflects on his extraordinary journey and the enduring friendship he shared with Paul Newman, he stands as a symbol of creative integrity. At 89, his voice is calm but resonant, reminding audiences that true artistry lies not just in fame or awards, but in the lifelong pursuit of stories that matter, and the relationships that give those stories heart. Beyond cinema, Redford became a prominent voice for environmental protection and social justice. Long before sustainability became a global movement, he used his platform to highlight climate change, conservation, and Native American rights. He partnered with organizations like the Natural Resources Defense Council and lobbied for clean energy and land preservation. Redford's belief that art and activism could coexist made him a rare Hollywood figure who turned fame into a force for ecological awareness. Even as he focused on directing and advocacy, Redford continued to act in films that showcased his enduring magnetism. Performances in The Horse Whisperer, 1998, which he also directed, and The Legend of Bagger Vance, 2000, demonstrated his ability to embody wisdom and quiet strength. He later earned acclaim for All Is Lost, 2013, a nearly wordless survival drama that drew praise for its physical intensity and emotional depth. In 2014, President Barack Obama awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, honoring both his artistic achievements and his environmental activism. Despite global fame, Redford has always guarded his privacy. He raised 4 children and maintained close ties to nature, often retreating to his beloved ranch in Utah. Painting, skiing, and exploring the outdoors remained vital to his sense of balance. Friends describe him as reflective and quietly humorous, someone who values authentic connection over celebrity spectacle. Robert Redford's influence stretches across generations. As an actor, he redefined the American leading man. As a director and producer, he championed bold, independent storytelling. As an activist, he helped bring environmental issues to the forefront of public consciousness. The Sundance Film Festival continues to launch new talent, serving as a living testament to his vision. Now, in his late 80s, Redford embodies the grace of a life devoted to meaningful work. His reflections on Paul Newman and their legendary friendship remind the world that creative partnerships can transcend time. Whether on-screen, behind the camera, or in the quiet spaces of advocacy, Robert Redford remains a figure of enduring artistry and principle, a storyteller whose legacy will continue to inspire for decades to come. In 2018, Redford announced that The Old Man and the Gun would be his final acting role, a decision that surprised many but felt inevitable to him. In the film, he played Forrest Tucker, a career criminal whose charm and quiet confidence mirrored the qualities that made Redford himself so captivating on screen. Critics hailed the performance as a fitting farewell, understated, warm, and tinged with nostalgia. Though he left open the possibility of future directing projects, Redford's retirement marked the close of an acting career spanning more than 6 decades. Even after stepping back from acting, Redford remained closely involved with the Sundance Institute. He mentored young filmmakers, attended key festival events, and helped guide the organization into a new era of digital distribution and global reach. His unwavering belief in storytelling as a tool for empathy ensured that Sundance would continue to discover and champion fresh voices long after his own camera lights dimmed. Redford has spoken movingly about the deaths of close collaborators and friends, including Paul Newman, who passed away in 2008. Their partnership, beginning with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and rekindled in The Sting, endures as one of Hollywood's greatest pairings. Redford describes their bond as one of mutual respect and shared humor, a friendship built not on publicity but on genuine camaraderie. Newman's absence, he admits, left a quiet void, yet their legacy together continues to inspire actors and audiences alike. Through interviews and public talks, Redford often reflects on the importance of artistic integrity. He values process over fame, believing that storytelling should challenge assumptions and invite dialogue. He has spoken about the need to protect wild spaces and human creativity from commercial pressures, a philosophy that resonates with artists striving to maintain authenticity in an increasingly fast-paced industry. Despite global recognition, Redford finds solace in private moments with his family and in the natural beauty of his Utah home. He paints, hikes, and tends to the land, activities that keep him connected to the earth and to the quieter rhythms of life. He often credits his children and grandchildren for grounding him, reminding him that personal relationships matter more than awards or accolades. Today, Robert Redford's name evokes more than stardom. He is celebrated as an actor of remarkable depth, a director of insight and grace, an environmentalist, and a patron of independent art. The Sundance Film Festival continues to launch daring new talent. While his own films remain staples of cinematic history, younger generations, who may never have seen Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in theaters, still encounter his influence in every independent film that challenges convention. Robert Redford's journey illustrates the power of persistence, curiosity, and conviction. From a young dreamer in Southern California to a global icon of art and activism, he has lived a life defined by creativity and principle. Even as he steps away from the spotlight, his work as actor, director, festival founder, and environmental champion ensures that his impact will resonate for decades to come. For audiences and filmmakers alike, Redford remains a guiding light, proving that true artistry transcends time, trends, and even the boundaries of the silver screen. In the years following his retirement from acting, Redford's contributions have been celebrated on an international scale. Film festivals across Europe and Asia have honored him with Lifetime Achievement Awards, recognizing not only his performances, but also his transformative impact on independent cinema. From Cannes to Berlin, he has been invited to speak about the evolving role of art in society, and each appearance underscores how his influence extends far beyond American borders. Redford has embraced his role as an elder statesman of film, mentoring young directors, writers, and actors who look to him for guidance. He hosts intimate workshops at Sundance, where he encourages emerging artists to stay true to their voices even when faced with commercial pressures. Many of today's celebrated indie filmmakers credit those conversations with giving them the confidence to pursue daring stories that might otherwise have remained untold. As the film industry shifts towards streaming and digital production, Redford offers a measured perspective. He acknowledges the convenience and reach of new technology, but reminds creators not to lose sight of storytelling's human core. For him, a powerful narrative is timeless, whether projected in a grand theater or watched on a phone. His thoughtful commentary provides a bridge between the analog traditions of classic Hollywood and the ever-changing digital future. Redford continues to support environmental initiatives, from reforestation programs to renewable energy campaigns. He funds educational projects that connect children with nature, believing that early exposure to the outdoors fosters lifelong respect for the planet. His Utah property, once a personal retreat, now serves as a model for sustainable land management and a gathering place for environmental leaders and artists alike. Even without new acting roles, Redford's presence in popular culture remains strong. Retrospectives of his films draw packed audiences, and his likeness appears in documentaries exploring the golden age of American cinema. Younger viewers discover him through streaming platforms, often marveling at the quiet intensity and understated charisma that made him a star. His characters, clever, principled, and often a little rebellious, still feel strikingly modern. Now in his 90s, Redford speaks candidly about aging, emphasizing acceptance and curiosity. He sees later life not as an ending, but as a chance to observe, reflect, and mentor. He paints more frequently, describing the act as meditative, and continues to sketch story ideas, proving that creativity need not fade with time. Robert Redford's name has become shorthand for artistic independence, environmental responsibility, and graceful longevity. Whether through the continuing success of the Sundance Film Festival, the countless filmmakers he has inspired, or the enduring relevance of his own performances, his impact spans disciplines and generations. He remains a touchstone for anyone who believes in the transformative power of art and the necessity of protecting the natural world that so often inspired his vision.